So, a kilometer-wide asteroid should pass within 1.2 million miles of our planet this coming week. No one expects it to hit Earth, but if it did, it would probably end civilization, since it's about a quarter of the size of the one that killed the dinosaurs.
Okay, so this comes up in the news a lot, and
Yeah,
they use mile levels that are it's just beyond my understanding. I mean, I
right.
don't is that between us and the moon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or no.
Is that that's what I'm saying. I just don't know.
I'm actually not sure, which I
Yeah.
guess sort of proves your point here.
Right. And they're doing this a lot to us. And while I do think it's something we need to pay attention to, I'm wondering about the news reporting itself, like
Yeah.
how important is it that we know this part, or does it just get people pumped about science?
I think it's just good to remind people every now and then that the end is coming. You will get your reprieve, and eventually one of these things is going to hit us and finally snuff out civilization.
Totally.
So.
And as a reminder, you're small and worthless in the grand scheme.
Precisely. And the moon is 230,000 miles away. So, no, it's significantly farther away than the moon.
Okay. But in an astronomical sense, that is pretty close. I assume.
Yes.
I assume it is because, they're not noting that on a regular basis. How often do they do this? I realize this isn't something you know. Yeah. But I want to say this gets reported like once every 6 months, twice a year, something like that.
Yeah, a couple times a year you hear about, hey, an asteroid that could kill us just whizzed by.
Right.
It's sort of like if you're just, I don't know, in a convenience store, like doing your thing, checking out, and someone's robbing the store and there's a gunfight happening as you're doing it and bullets are whizzing past you, but they're not really that close.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot closer. But maybe that's just
I guess maybe it feels closer if you use that analogy.
Right. But to be fair, okay, so I am kind of crapping on this. So to be fair, I'm going to take the other side, which is going to crap on our society a bit. And that is
that not what we do here?
One reason why this might be going on is because if we don't have a healthy amount of public fear, they don't get the funding to look for this stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Where I would think, go ahead and look for it, write the check. I don't need to be involved in this unless I do. Mm-hmm. That's just not the case in our society, I guess.
Yeah, well, so they're actually, it mentioned in the same article that they're launching a mission in September to try to deflect a different asteroid, not this one, just to sort of see if it can be done.
If it can be done. Do you know how they're doing it? Are they doing it with an explosion or with gravitational pull?
I'm not sure. There's some part of the process involves landing things on it. So
I would assume that's an explosion.
But it's, yeah, I think it is they're placing explosives on targeted parts of the asteroid in hopes of altering its.
Right, because how would we get something up there to do? Because one way they've talked about doing it is like, here you got the object about to hit you, and over here you have another object that you use its gravitational pull to change it.
Right,
but
yeah.
I always thought, if you can move this heavy-ass guy to move this heavy-ass guy, why don't you just move the heavy-ass guy to begin with, and then you're done?
It's true, yeah. If you're dealing with an asteroid that's like several miles wide,
right,
then like we've never put anything even remotely that big into space, so
right,
like that would be a lot.
It's totally off topic, but I've heard, I want to know, I can't remember what science fiction thing this was from. I want to say it was a book, and they had the finger of God. Have you ever heard of this?
I've heard of Lucifer's hammer.
Oh yeah, that was a good book. The finger of God, it was like this giant tungsten rod that basically they would, over a planet, just fire it down.
Oh, I want to say that was like an Asimov thing or something like that. I know what you're talking about, like a gravity bomb. And it wasn't even an explosive. It was just a big spike that you drop from orbit, and it has kind of the same effect.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The wiping out the dinosaurs effect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do you got next? And let me apologize. I am hecka stuffed up. I think I have allergies, but maybe I've been Omicron.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe
see.
you're dying.